The world's greatest comic magazine, The Fantastic Four, prisoners of the Puppet Master. Obey me, my puppets, for my will is your will. You shall never escape your new master. I can't help myself. The Puppet Master is making me attack the others. Don't, Thing. We mustn't let him control us. The Fantastic Four, in Prisoners of the Puppet Master, by Stan Lee and J. Kirby. The Thing! I didn't expect him back so soon. Keep him out, Torch. Don't let him in here. Sorry, Thing. Reed is working on something secret. So what? I'm one of the Fantastic Four, ain't I? We can't explain now, but you mustn't enter. Please, Ben. Trust me. Don't enter Reed's lab. How come you only call me Ben when you want something? All the rest of the time I'm just a thing to all of you. Hey, put Sue down. Relax, Sonny. I ain't gonna hurt her. I'm just getting her out of the way, because I got a feeling things are gonna get rough around here. Okay, now. I'm gonna teach you and that walking rubber band not to try to keep secrets from me. Thing, wait. You don't understand. I understand plenty. I'm through being a patsy for you two grandstanders. You're real buddy-buddy with me when you need my muscle, but whenever something important comes along, I ain't good enough to be told about it. Well, now there's gonna be some changes around here. Listen, you big lump of lard, don't try to scare me. Here, see what your strength could do against my Roman candle punch. Look out, Junior. That's hot. If you think that's hot, I'll just circle you with this ring of fire until you can cool off. Sonny, that flame of yours don't burn forever, and when it dies down, I'm gonna make mince meat out of you. Knock it off, both of you. Here, Thing, I'll douse that flame for you. Boy, Reed's getting to be Mr. Killjoy of 1962. Hush, Johnny. He's only trying to help. Now look, Thing. I can explain why I didn't want you in my lab. Stow it, chum. I'm fed up to here with your smooth talk. I'm cutting out of this combo as of now. The Fantastic Four can go to blazes for all I care. Thing, wait! You're making a big mistake. Reed, what will we do? It's a puzzlement, Sue. Ben is one hard-headed guy. You'd better follow him, invisibly. Your costume would attract too much attention. And so... Ben, you can't walk out like this. We need you. Sure, that's why you treat me like Dracula's brother. Sorry, lady, I ain't buying. Hey, what gives? I don't know. Look at that big clown talking to himself. Now get lost, sister. Save that sob stuff for Reed. He eats it up. Hey, Mac. You some kind of nut or something? Who wants to know? We do, fatso. How about introducing us to that lady you were talking to? Yeah, what was she? A gremlin? Or one of the good fairies? I'll bet you've never been kicked by a gremlin before, wise guy. Holy smoke! He went flying all of a sudden. What's going on? While you try to figure it out, Big Mouth, here's a lamppost you can lean against. I'll even wrap it around you so you don't fall on your ugly face like he did. Thing, forget about them. Look, up there. Where? On the bridge. That man. He'll be killed. I have to climb to the top, but I don't know why. He's too far away. There's no way for us to stop him. But perhaps Mr. Fantastic or the Torch can do something. A split second later, the most dramatic sight in the city appears in the sky. The call to action of the most colorful team of adventurers the world has ever known. The awe-inspiring flare signal of the Fantastic Four. Look, Reed! Our signal! It must be from Sue. The flare is hovering over the bridge tower. There's someone up there. He's about to jump. If I can only... no. It's too far. Can't make it. It's up to you, Torch. Flame on! Good luck, partner. Hold it, fella. Don't do it. His eyes. That glazed look. As though he's in a trance. At that moment, in another part of town, a strange, ominous figure bends over a small-scale model of the very same bridge. And... now, this is the moment for you to leap to the water below. Go, my helpless puppet. Jump, just as your real-life prototype will also jump at the same instant. You, a nameless nobody, will be my first test of power. But before the spellbound victim can take another step, he is seized by the Human Torch, and... whew, just made it. And a few miles away... ow! My finger! I burned it! But... how? Only one living creature could have done this. It means the Human Torch will be the Puppet Master's next victim. Part 2. Father! I heard you cry out. What is wrong? Fantastic Four. In the hands of the Puppet Master. Nothing, Alicia. It is no concern of yours. I have work to do. Return to your room. And I have told you never to call me father. I am only your stepfather. Do you understand? Yes. It is lucky for me that she is blind. She has no idea of what my work really is. But what would she say if she could know that ever since I discovered this quantity of radioactive clay, I have been carving it to gain power for myself? There! A truly lifelike image of the bestial thing. I shall use this to bait my little trap for the Human Torch and his other two partners. All I need do is place this clay puppet in a replica of my room. Now his living counterpart has no choice but to come here also. And true to the Puppet Master's prediction. Thing! Wait! Where are you going? Must walk across town. Can't stop for nothing. He's like a man in a trance. What's happened to him? It's as though an invisible magnet is pulling him closer and closer. He entered that room as though obeying a silent command. I am here. Puzzled, Sue enters behind the thing, but the extra sharp senses of a blind girl lead to her undoing. Father, there are two strangers here. I can sense another heartbeat. I can hear another's breathing. There is only one other whom it can be, the invisible member of the Fantastic Four. Well, she shall not find the Puppet Master unprepared. First, the three of us shall don gas masks. The rest is childishly simple. That odor. It's ether. I've got to get air. The window. If only... No use. It's locked. Thing, don't just stand there. Help me. What's wrong with you? What has he done to you? Answer me. Answer me. Once she falls asleep, Sue Storm is no longer able to control her amazing power of invisibility. And so this is the Invisible Girl. I hope the others will be equally easy to defeat. She looks remarkably like you, Alicia. In fact, that gives me an idea. Minutes later. There! It is done. Fashioning a uniform like hers, and a blonde wig for you are child's play for the Puppet Master. And now, Alicia, while our uninvited guest sleeps, you will take her place. You will play a harmless little prank for me. A little prank? But what, Father? Do not question me. Just obey. This man, his face feels strong and powerful, and yet I can sense a gentleness to him. There's something tragic, something sensitive. Enough of your prattle. Stand back. I want to test his strength. I have put a steel hammer in his hand. And now, at my command. Perfect. He has no will but my will. No brain but my brain. Go with him, Alicia. Say nothing, but do not leave his side. This is all so strange. I do not understand. But I must do as I am told. And when they play out their little act, I shall prove my power in another way. I shall use a new puppet, the personal trustee of the warden of state prison. I need only put him behind this model of the warden's desk. And then I carefully manipulate my little puppet, slowly, steadily, until his little clay fingers grasp the master keyring from the desk drawer. And at that same moment, many miles away, we find Warden Williams entering his office. My keys! They're gone! But what of the remaining 2 members of the Fantastic Four? Let us return to Reed Richards' laboratory, where we find... My experiment is almost completed, Johnny. Too bad the thing isn't here. Listen! The warning buzzer! Someone is entering our private lobby! I'll turn on the TV viewer and... Reed! It's Sue! Pack with the thing! They're coming in right now! Wrong, Sonny! We're not coming in. We are in. Reed! Come quick! The thing's gone mad! Reed! I can't flame on yet! Used too much flame during the past hour. It's up to you now. You've got to stop him. The Fantastic Four in The Lady and the Monster, Part 3. No! I can tell by his eyes, his expression. Something's happened to him. He doesn't know what he's doing. Only one thing to do. If I can lure him into the lab. I did it. He crashed right into the chemical vial, as I hoped he would. Now to see if the potion works. As the cool liquid touches his mighty frame, the thing seems to suddenly go limp. Slowly, he sags to the floor, drenched by the strange formula, until... Oh, my head. What happened? My face. It's human again. I'm Ben Grimm again. I'm... me. And with the change in Ben Grimm, the power of the Puppet Master ends, and the spell is over. Reed, how did it happen? How? It was this chemical. This is what I was working on in the lab. I didn't want you to know about it, in case it failed. You've had so many disappointments. I didn't want you to suffer another one, until I was sure. You were doing it for me. And all the time I thought you hated me. Thought you were scheming against me. Reed, I feel like... Stow it, partner. You had every right to blow your top. But now, we've still got a job cut out for us. Johnny, are you okay? I didn't mean to hurt you. Say something, kid. He's all right, Ben. All that you hurt was his pride. Hey, you're yourself again. Know something? It's not much of an improvement. Please, somebody, tell me, where am I? Who are you? That girl. She isn't Sue. But who? I remember now. She's that Puppet Master's stepdaughter. The poor kid's blind. Don't worry, kid. You're safe and sound. We're all your friends. Your voice. you are the strong, kindly one. But you seem different now. No, wait. I I was mistaken. It is you. It is the same wonderful man. I'm back to being the thing again. It must be that chemical stuff. It probably only works while it's on me. But when it dries off, I get back to normal. But the clinker is, she likes me better as the thing. But now, as though racing against time, fate accelerates the speed of our startling tale as we swiftly turn our attention to state prison, home of the most hardened, dangerous criminals in the nation. Ever have a feeling something's gonna happen, Joe? You've been reading too many mysteries, Charlie. Perhaps he has been reading too many mysteries, but at that moment, the warden's trustee inserts a master key into an electronic lock, which will automatically open every cell door in the prison. Must free all the prisoners. Now! Fantastic Four in Face to Face with the Puppet Master, Part 4. The Puppet Master is so engrossed in manipulating a jailbreak that this is my chance to escape. He heard me. Who opened the door? The girl. She's gone. Even the invisible girl cannot escape me. Luckily, I had the foresight to make a puppet of her. All I need do is grasp the puppet's ankles, and... Oh, I'm falling, as though something is holding my ankles. The sudden shock causes her to forget herself and become visible again. There she is. I've only one chance. My flare gun. Luckily, the Fantastic Car is sweeping the skies in a frantic search for the invisible girl. And so... There's Sue's signal. It's coming from the stoop of that building. Let's go. She must be in here. But inside the building which serves as his laboratory, the Puppet Master has one other creation waiting for his attackers. His largest, most powerful puppet. My giant mentally controlled puppet will hold them off long enough for me to make my getaway, with you as my hostage. Careful, thing. Look at that. Try as he might to bind the robot with his elastic body, Mr. Fantastic takes a terrific pummeling from the mindless monster. I've gotta help him. Try to give me a bear hug, will ya? Well, here's something you ain't gonna like. Good work, thing. I can see you don't need any help from me. I never did, hot stuff. Suddenly, the torch flames off as he exclaims, Hey, where's the Puppet Master? And Sue? But the amazing threesome arrives scant seconds too late. Ha! Even you cannot catch my winged flying horse, my greatest puppet of all. I wouldn't bet on it, mister. What? Take the girl. I have no further use for her. The torch is after me, but he doesn't suspect that my flying steed is jet-powered. I can't get near him. He's too fast for me. The Puppet Master got away. Here comes the torch. Whew, what a chase. My flame is going out. Can't make the window. Easy, Johnny. I got you. You sure are a handy fella to have around, Reed. I wonder what the Puppet Master's next move will be. Won't have to wonder for long. Listen. Bulletin. There is a strange riot at State Prison. The most dangerous prisoners in the nation have broken free. The warden's trustee himself opened their gates. We'll be needed there. It must be the work of the Puppet Master. He must have made a puppet of the trustee and controlled it. There's the prison below. Looks like we're just in time. Hold your fire, Joe. They've got the warden in there. This is your last chance, Rocco. Release the warden. You want him? Then come and get him. Listen, you guys. As long as we got the warden here, we got nothing to worry about. So let's take real good care of him. Here? But even as the arrogant convicts plan their escape, a blazing, flaming figure melts through the stone wall beneath them. I hope I didn't miscalculate the spot I want. Like a fiery avenger, he scorches the earth ahead of him as the intense heat of his body propels him forward, until... I'm right under them now. I can hear their voices. Got you! It's the Human Torch! He grabbed the warden! You're safe at last, warden. And that means my partners can really go into action now. Let's go, guys. We can still shoot our way out of here. Sure, it'll take more than a walking matchstick to stop us. Wait, Thing! Where are you going? I'm gonna grab me a little bit of the action, pal. Like, wow! Fantastic Four in Death of a Puppet, Part 5. Hey! The wall's caving in! Thing! What are you doing? Just watch and see, pal. Suffering snakes? What's that? Hey! Don't! Let go! S'matter? You want out, don't you? Here, have a free ride. Compliments of the Thing. Gangway! Hey, what? Strike! Right smack dab into the sand pile. It'll take them a couple of seconds to catch their breath again. Just enough time for me to wrap these iron cell doors together. And... corral the whole caboodle of them. But unknown to the Thing, there are still other freed convicts who have seized automatic weapons. Let's get that big freak and mow him down. Yeah! But they have reckoned without the amazing Mr. Fantastic. The elasticity of my body will enable me to absorb the shells, and then... by snapping myself in the other direction, I can fire them back like a slingshot. Get down! He's shooting our own bullets right back at us! Oh, you don't have to tell me twice, brother. Now then, gents, if you've had enough for today, I'll just relieve you of your weapons before somebody gets hurt. And I'll group them all in little circles of flame where they'll be snug and warm until the guards can round them up. Over here, Torch. I've got a stray for you. A floating gun. A voice from nowhere. Take me to my cell before I go batty. No longer under the Puppet Master's influence, the warden directs the mopping up operation. That's the last of 'em, warden. Thanks to the Fantastic Four. Now back to the cells with them. Meanwhile, in a lonely room, hidden away in the canyons of the metropolis, a tearful girl stares out of a window with sightless eyes. I never knew. I never suspected what a menace my stepfather was. What if he should return, and expect me to help with his future plans? At that moment, as if in answer to her silent thought, "Good evening, my dear. I have returned in order to manipulate my greatest puppet of all. I wish you could see it, Alicia. It is a small figure of me, but not as I am now. No, it is the Puppet Master, ruler of all the world. Now that I have tested my power and know that it works, I can do anything. I can control armies, nations, anything. Kings and dictators will do my bidding. Do you hear me, Alicia?" I hear you. My first official act will be to tear down the UN, for it will no longer be needed. The Puppet Master will control the destiny of nations. The rulers of all lands will be at my beck and call. I will have but to make a puppet of any man in order to become his master. I will be supreme. None will be mighty enough to defy me. Even the Fantastic Four will be slaves of the Puppet Master. And for them, I shall have a special fate reserved, for their defeat will be my greatest victory. No, I will listen to no more. It is wrong. It is madness. You have no right. Right? You speak to me of right? I am the puppet master. Following the sound of his voice, the girl reaches out. No man should ever have so much power. You fool! Let go of my arm! Suddenly, Alicia slips and the puppet falls. Oh! My puppet! It fell near here. If only I can reach it. In his frantic haste to seize the puppet before the girl, the puppet master stumbles over her outstretched hand. And... Wah! Ah! Seconds later, the Fantastic Four burst into the apartment to find... The window. He fell through the window. We saw him down below. Don't cry, Alicia. Everything will be okay now, kid. I swear it. What happened, Reed? What made the puppet master fall? I wonder if we'll ever really know. The end.